Hey, Rick, you smell that?
Yeah, it smells like.
Where's it coming from?
What in the hell? At my shop, family comes first, and What is this?
This is a letter from President John F. Kennedy.
1961. Still had another week before he was going to be president.
Exactly. Wasn't quite there yet. My dad was well known in the wood carving field. He judged many shows, taught wood carving classes, and even wrote a book. He was commissioned to do the carving, and it was given to President Kennedy.
Thank you so much for your thoughtful and interesting gift, which you sent to me recently. My staff and I have many interesting comments on.
And of course, this was a gesture that President Kennedy used quite often during the debates. And he'd make a point to Richard Nixon. He would point his finger. He taught wood carving for many years, so that was pretty much his life, wood carving.
That's really, really cool. I've gotten a lot of. In 1 week, he's going to be president of the United States. Pretty busy guy at this moment. And he doesn't have a chance to sign all these things. I mean, there's a million people wanting him to sign his name. By JFK with some personal stuff is not out of the question. Let me take a closer look at it.
Okay.
And they don't wisp up. This is auto pen. The thing is,
I always felt that he had
he
signed.
must have left his dog Skiba with Chumley. Chum's the only one irresponsible enough to let the dog run around the pawn shop on its own.
Hey, Skiba.
Dog on a leash, keep the dog with you all day long.
I don't know what this.
Wild things running around here.
I hate my job.
Yep.
Your guy.
Yeah, he was a hell of an actor.
I think they went to the same high school.
Yeah, right.
Prop store called Western Costume Company. Being a Marine Corps veteran, you know, I've got a kind of affinity to military swords and stuff, and this was probably a sword.
Those was classic movies back in the day. The plots were almost all the same. You know, save the girl, et cetera, et cetera.
So you don't remember the plot. And used by the iconic John Wayne, it would have all kinds of value. I mean, I think it's damn cool. I mean,
It came along with this tag written on the sword itself. It has this number, 0015.
okay. How much you want?
Classic movie.
Do you mind if I have someone look at this? I know somebody who knows everything there is to know about John Wayne stuff.
Who are you talking?
I'm going to go give him a call.
Sure, no problem. I have the certificate, and I have everything that'll prove that it's a John Wayne sword. I'm pretty sure that he'll look at the certificate.
That I had to go do some business stuff out in LA. But that was a total lie. I'm actually sticking around because I just bought a new motorcycle from. There she is, man.
You happy?
You know I'm stoked about it, dude. You pretty much built almost every inch of this bike with your hands, right?
Yes.
This is my dream bike.
It's 1947. It's a stock frame that I modified. It has a 1947 Springer front end. Did a lot of stuff on it, man.
Yeah, dude, I love all the brass work you did on it. About these, man, is why there's still so many of them around, is because you can never really totally grenade a Harley motor.
No,
The coolest thing about this bike, though, is there's nobody that has anything like it.
no. I hope you have a good helmet, man. You don't want to go down, that's for sure.
I won't wreck it, but it comes with a lifetime.
Is it good?
A little bit of bend.
All right.
Are you so being mine? It's laying on its side in the front of my house. I planned on spending the day taking this thing out on the road, but
It kind of was in slow motion. I didn't know if I should cry, if I should laugh. I'm nervous about letting
is that I'm skipping work to ride it around. This is awesome. What do you got here?
Supposedly used by your dad, a sword.
John Wayne was a stunt guy first, right?
Well, he worked as a prop man, and he did whatever they wanted him to do. And he was a physical guy. He went to SC and a football scholarship, comfortable about the way he walked and talked and looked to himself.
Ah.
So he watched guys like Harry Carey and Yakima Canet, and he built this sort of on-screen persona for the world before we were so connected. You know, these things would typically be in a big bin, and everybody sort of wore the same thing. So it's going to be tough without, like, specific markings to call this one out as a specific one that he built. So I don't see any inscriptions. Do you know if there's one on there?
Well, there's this number right here, and which
Him the COA, because his signature's on it.
Okay, give him a call. Since Ethan actually knows the guy who authenticated the sword, I can find...
Ethan, after looking through this certificate of authenticity, that stamp of authenticity that I actually signed, that looks like it came off of the bottom of a contract.
Well, I thought it was Western Costume Company.
So the proof that we have isn't...
I have 5 more swords with the same COA, and so I have a feeling that all those swords were also fakes. Wow.
Forgers will do anything to get one over on a prospective buyer.
You know, I'm glad I found out, but at the same time, I'm really sad.
I love animals and everything, but the damn dog ate my lunch.
Corey's dog ate the old man's sandwich, and I know how... Pick up
I'm going through the tunnel. I can't hear you.
There is no tunnel. I can hear you fine. Pick up the old man some food. Your dog ate his lunch.
Fine, whatever. I'll pick him up something for lunch. Bye.
Oh, not you again.
Is that a urethra syringe?
Yes, it was a syringe that went into the urethra.
Gross.
I love to come to the pawn shop because I love to get their input on my items. I would like to sell this because I'm kind of tired of looking at it.
So where did you get this thing?
I received this from a collector. During the Civil War, STDs were...
They would put like boric acid in that thing?
The caustic nature of it was supposed to hopefully kill everything in its path.
Yeah, I cannot imagine. Do the job, basically. I mean, you just insert it and push.
Is that a cover or is that the actual needle?
Well, it wasn't a needle but hey, they had to try something. An army is not effective when all the men are sick. How much do you want for it?
I probably would like to sell it for about $300.
Tough sell. It's a weird sell. You know, how about 160 bucks?
Because I can't wait to buy something that wasn't put into someone's urethra.
Skiba. Skiba.